Have you heard? Igor the Gravedigger is missing. They say the gypsy did it. We may have a werewolf on a stake soon. As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Yeah. What? No thank you. I am cutting down on my between-meal snacks. A burgomaster cannot be bribed. I have no interest in your weeds.
You can't do anything with the monastery now that it's burned.
Yeah, well that...
Welcome again to the gates of the Castle Borgov. I hope that you've been enjoying your visit to Moldavia. I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master. The master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests. I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle. Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time.
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
An avocado and garlic sandwich? Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick. Good luck, and may your feet move faster than the thing that chases you.
Every sense tingles with the feeling of danger. The eye sockets...
So, did you get it? Show me. I won't let you in without it.
It looks tempting, but you really don't want to eat it. You're really more partial to pumpkin pie.
Looking good. Now show it to the head skull over there and get out of the way fast if you don't want to add rump roast to the Baba's menu for the night.
The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
You feel a sense of menace and the sensation of being watched. You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor quick, make him stick.
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog. I have a sudden craving for a tiggly wiggly. Perhaps some hedgehog grog, hedge piggly swiggly, and pig Newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie. Oh, darn. He was bringing that here, wasn't he? I don't suppose a piggly wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity. Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for? I'm hungry. Any other questions? The floor is the one with the spell on it. You just happen to be stuck with it. There's too little meat on the vile tiggly whittle. That's why I like to make my own hedgehog out of something larger. You'll do nicely if you don't hurry and give me my pie. There's a nasty rumor going on about a certain hero who's about to be fricasseed if he doesn't give me my pie.
It does...
Hello there yourself, my favorite friend. Where's my... Enough of this. If you won't give me something to eat, I'll just have to help myself. How about some green legs and man?
You tell about how you made the pie.
Well, that's all very well and good, but until I have my elderberry pie in hand, you are in serious danger of staying for supper. Get it? That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now, or for an entree have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man? Oh, all right, I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
It doesn't... You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor. I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Tasty treat, now retreat.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place. Return of the Red Hot Lovers, eh? go on in and find out for yourself. If I didn't know you better, I'd be pretty jealous right now.
You sneak a tiny taste of the good humor bar. It tastes kind of funny. You feel a sense of weariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero. Oh, I'm fine, but a bit peckish, I'm afraid. Have you got something on you for an old ogress to nibble on, besides your toesies? You should know my taste by now. Anything gruesome and twosome. Well, there's a slim chance that you will walk away from here unless you got something up your backpack for me, honey. Well, it is true that Gru Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundaes. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
The skull of some huge monster or demon adorns the doorway. It's pretty fierce looking, but evidently Baba Yaga was fiercer. The flickering flames of the fire dimly illuminate the ogress's hut. Baba Yaga seems to have done some serious redecorating since you last saw her house in Spielberg, but it is just as gruesome as ever. The inside of the hut seems to be much larger than the outside. The skull of some huge... The top shelf is covered with miscellaneous herbs, spices, and poisons. This shelf is filled with cookbooks. You could learn how to make Indian tacos, Homs Fritz, long pig's knuckles, human gumbo, and a wide variety of other similar dishes. To serve man seems to be the volume referred to most frequently. This shelf contains a number of jars of various shapes and sizes. They probably contain things like pickled brain, soused liver, honeyed kidneys, and that sort of basic household staple. There's a bunch of junk under the bookshelf. It looks to be mostly thighs and shoulders in various states of decay. The ugly ogress is Baba Yaga, whom you chased out of Spielberg when you were still learning the hero business. Ogresses aren't really cannibals, you know. After all, they aren't human themselves, so they see no reason not to eat people. Something unsavory is cooking in the huge cauldron. You don't like the looks of that large bone sticking out. On the other hand, maybe that's just the stirring rod. There are candles everywhere, probably used for heating fondues. It's Baba Yaga's pet bat, bats. It looks hungry, but hopeful. Someone seems to have lost his head there. Either that or it's a job applicant for one of the security posts. It's a bottle of thick red liquid labeled Type O. Must be a typo. Scarlet's webs cover every corner of the room. That looks like a human skeleton. Baba Yaga doesn't have a dog, so she probably didn't know what to do with the bones. This recently hacked-off hand will soon have a new career as a hand of glory. A dusty crystal ball seems to be continually showing old Bewitched reruns. Teeth and bones have been strung together into a gruesome, or was that toothsome, necklace. There are candles everywhere. The flickering... It's a back scratcher, made from someone's arm. You asked Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
Hero near, out of here.
Nice of you to drop in.
And 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude? Riddles, riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, and my riddling's done.
You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below. This headstone does not have an epitaph, yet. How about that old one? Death is just nature's way of telling you to slow down. The headstone has fallen over the open grave, covering it.
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave!